Hey guys, guess who? It's Omri Katz, and you're listening to the Horror Squad podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Horror Squad podcast. This is episode number 402, where tonight we will be talking about Return of the Living Dead, Part 2. As picked by Steve, I believe this was. No, Todd? Or Steve just
No,
picked it?
that
I
was
don't know.
me. That was
Steve,
me.
Todd. All right,
Yeah.
Todd, you picked it.
hmm
Why'd you pick this one, buddy?
I picked this one for two reasons. One, because Steve selected part three in the schedule, and I'm like, well, if we did part one, we did part three. Let's do part two. Let's throw it in
Mhm.
there.
Yeah.
Plus, this is one that I hated when I first watched years ago, and I don't love it, and you'll see why. But it's pretty freaking cool. So
All right.
we'll get there though.
We will. First time I've ever watched it, so this will be a completely fresh watch for me. And part three, when that comes, also will be a first time watch. So very cool. You heard Todd, and also here rocking, as always, the Horror Squad podcast gear. tpublic.com, ladies and gentlemen. New design coming in about a month, November 1st. Tis the season. Steve, sir, how you doing? How was your week?
Good. We just did a movie club last Friday. It
Awesome.
was a lot of fun. Oh my God, we laughed so much, especially about one movie, which I'll talk about during What Watch. And yeah, it was just a great time. And also, just FYI, because I'm going to Salem this week, I don't have time to like super edit this episode, so we're doing it live. We're just like mistakes and all. So enjoy the raw, unedited episode of the Horror Squad, other than the like outro and intro and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it'll be a fun time. We'll show just how professional we actually are during a recording.
Yes. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Doing it raw, as Steve would say. Yeah, I guess I should mention, Steve just mentioned, being in Salem this week. We are now, as this episode drops, we are in the middle of It's Just a Bunch of Halloween weekend in Salem, Massachusetts, with the cast of Hocus Pocus. This is now year 4 for us, I believe. Year 1 was just Omri. And then year 2, of course, was the big 30th anniversary celebration where we brought in the four, including Thor Birch, and then last year, and then now year 4 is here. Unbelievable. Not something I don't think we ever expected. Essentially a mini con. This has become now a whole weekend of events. Very busy. Yesterday was the parade, which we'll talk about all that next week because guess what? We don't record on Fridays, ladies and gentlemen. We don't do it live. But yeah, and then so there are still tickets available for those of you that are listening to this on Friday. There are tickets available for the autograph signing on Saturday, but you don't need tickets to come to that. You can just show up. There are vendors will be there vending. Sam Halloween Happy will be vending, as well as a lot of other local Salem vendors. So if you don't want an autograph, but you just want to shop the vendors, you can come on down to that. That is going to be 11 to 5 over at the Salem Waterfront Hotel. Also, there are tickets still available for the screening on Sunday afternoon, live screening with the cast of Hocus Pocus doing live commentary. That one's really fun as well. So everything else is sold out. So thank you to everybody who has helped sell out the other events. But you can still come and enjoy It's Just a Bunch of Halloween weekend with us if you would like. It's just a bunch of Halloween.com for any and all details. And it will happen next year as well, and we'll try to give you guys the dates as early as possible. But shout out to, I know some of our listeners are coming. Calum and Missy are going to be helping out volunteering. And I don't know if any of other listeners will be coming or not. But yeah, hopefully next year we'll get even more of you guys to come out. It's Salem in October. There's really nothing better. I was literally just down there like 20 minutes ago, and it's already uh, mild insanity down there. And luckily this year it's the first week of October, so it's not crazy yet. So I'm gonna push to try to do this hopefully the first week of October every year going forward. I think it's the best time to do it. So yeah, so plan for next year. We'd love to see you guys out there to come and hang with us. And if not, potential horror squad meetup for Horror Hound next year. We'll see if how that goes. But yeah, I think that's anything else, gentlemen, before we run into the show. No, let's do it. All right. So now it is time to spill a little tea, Steve.
Let's do it.
Oh, you want the tea? I'm sorry. We don't serve tea. Nope. Instead, you get a cup of Joe. And now here's Joe with the news.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Chuck. And now it is time for your cup of Joe for this week. It has been a while since we have done horror news. Not a lot, I would say, as far as like major stories, but let's get into some fun ones along the way. And that is some remake news here, as a Sleepaway Camp remake is currently potentially in development. What makes this so interesting is that Kenan Thompson is involved in producing this one. His production company that he is a part of with John Ryan Jr., who apparently was also involved in Bill and Ted Face the Music and Good Burger too, of course. Their production company have acquired the remake rights for Sleepaway Camp. And I gotta ask you, gentlemen, is now the right time to remake Sleepaway Camp? And with Kenan Thompson at the helm.
No. Steve?
That's all you got?
All I got.
I feel it's like the worst time to make Sleepaway Camp given what's going on in the world. I don't know.
True. Well, it also could be the best time too, right?
It could also be the best time. Yeah, I really don't know how they remake Sleepaway Camp. It's such a unique film and so like right for its time that I don't know if it hits as hard in 2026 or 2027 when it comes out.
Only if they make the dudes wear sexy low-cut shorts
yes,
and halter
exactly.
tops or whatever they're called, where they show their midriff. Because come on, let's do it.
Yeah,
but they won't. No balls.
Yeah, I mean, back then it was like so taboo, right? Like having like sort of like would you say like a transgendered like killer. Nowadays, I don't think it's shocking, really, because it's like we're in such sort of progressive times. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna hit the same. I think I feel like they're gonna have to change it up, right? Like, because otherwise people are gonna be expecting that ending. So yeah, I'm intrigued. To see, where they go. But yeah, I don't know. Like, does Sleepaway Camp need to see? It's such like a cult classic, but it was never something that was like got huge or massive, so I don't know, but we'll see. We'll keep you guys up to date on that.
Think they gender swap it?
That's what I'm thinking, right? Gender swap.
Angela's a girl.
Yeah,
Is that a boy?
or
yeah. Angelo's a girl.
I don't know. I don't know what you could possibly do to sort
it's
of
fucking
like
stupid. It's
shock the audience.
Got two endings. You could either be a boy or a girl. We've seen it already. So
yeah, I don't
know. I think
it's
dumb.
They're aliens.
Angela's a girl. Alien.
Like, unzips the whole body and it's like an alien underneath. That's what I would do, just to like make it different.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But we'll keep you guys up to date on that. Another remake news here. This one very interesting, as we are going to be getting a Grave Encounters. Well, they're calling it a reboot, I guess, which is a reboot really just a remake at the end of the day? I mean, pretty much, right? What is interesting about Grave Encounters getting the reboot treatment is that real life couple, of course, Justin Long and Kate Bosworth have come on to produce this reimagining of Grave Encounters. Of course, for those of you who don't know Grave Encounters, found footage style horror movie, sort of filmed with based off like a mockumentary type thing with like a fake like television haunted show who they went in and it was real. There was two of them from what I remember. I don't know if there was a third one or not, but I definitely remember two being made. But I ask you, gentlemen, Grave Encounters, It hasn't been that long, really. But with Justin Long and Kate Bosworth at the helm on this one, does this one intrigue you? And does it intrigue you more than the Sleepaway Camp remake?
I think we all agree Justin Long is a delight, man. And
Yes.
he's a little horror boy now. So yeah, I'm intrigued for that reason alone. Am I more intrigued for Sleepaway Camp? Yeah, absolutely. Just because, Justin.
Yeah, I agree. This like couple duo have been making a lot of horror stuff lately. I think there's something else that they just made or that's about to release or just released or something like that. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, they're on fire right now. So I'm looking forward to anything that they're doing. As far as like Grave Encounters on its own, it's such a basic concept. It's not like there's so many movies like it. It's just basically what found footage in a haunted house with paranormal investigators. Like it's a very done concept. So it's really just slapping the name on it to me. It could be named really anything and have the same concept. So I'm not even sure that Grave Encounters is that recognizable of a name. So why not just
Right.
make something unique? But I'll watch it. That's for sure.
I don't think I've seen it, honestly.
Really, I really like Grave
Grave
Encounters
Encounter.
a lot. Yeah, the original. I feel like the sequel was more of the same, honestly, but
Let me
I
see.
really enjoyed the original Grave Encounters. It's honestly a great October watch, Todd.
Oh,
So
from
I
2011. Yeah, that's
yeah.
not old at all.
Yeah, no, it's a really good, solid found footage horror movie. So
Hmm.
yeah, so I would add to your spooky October
I
list
will put it
for
on there.
sure.
Cool.
I would say we could review it, but our October's already set. So you watch it, let us know. But yeah, I'm on board. I'm on board. Justin Long, Kate Bosworth, all the lights, and we got a screener for their newest movie, Coyotes. So was gonna watch it, and then our screener expired, but I got it refreshed. So we will. I'm gonna try to watch it for next week if I have time, which is questionable with Hocus Pocus weekend. But all right, next bit of news here is, of course, The Conjuring. Couldn't be bigger right now. Of course, the Ed and Lorraine's Swan Song. We reviewed it just a couple episodes ago. Breaking box office records, of course. I think essentially like the biggest horror movie like ever, like or whatever, one of them. Just, smashing records. And it is no surprise now that a television series has been announced. I mean, yeah, I know you guys are all against these television, but it's kind of a great time for horror right now with the amount of horror-based television series coming out. This one, what I think is good about this one is HBO Max is picking this one up, and HBO always puts out solid quality content. We'll see how, of course, Welcome to Derry, which is coming out in just a few short weeks, does. But of course, James Wan's production company will be producing this one. The series will continue the story established in the feature films. The Conjuring: Last Rites was billed as the final installment in the universe's quote unquote phase one. Um, and so your guess is as good as mine is what they mean by it will continue the story established in the feature films. Does that mean Ed and Lorraine are coming back? Will we have different actors playing Ed and Lorraine, or will we have Patrick Wilson, Vera Farmiga coming back for this? That is to be determined. But Steve, I gotta ask you first. I guess
Mhm.
you are the biggest Conjuring fan out of all of us. I know you're also anti-TV
Yeah.
horror series. So I ask you, are you excited for a Conjuring TV series?
This is my one big exception for the TV rule because this lends itself very well to a Ghost of the Week type deal, like an X-Files or an Evil or something like that. I haven't seen Evil, but I hear that it's basically the same thing, but with religious horror. Yeah, I'm totally in for a TV series. I think it would lend itself well. I have a feeling it's going to be Ed and Lorraine Warren, but a younger version played by other actors. I think the movie was the swan song for Vera and Patrick. So yeah, I totally watch. And HBO Max is probably as good as a streaming service as it's going to get for a series like this. So yeah, I'm totally down. I definitely watch it.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. It's perfect for this medium. And I missed the Monster of the Week show. So, but yeah, just you talked about fucking money, Joe. It's made 435.9 million so far for Conjuring 4, and it Chapter 1 still made 704, so I don't think I'll catch it, but
All right.
still pretty fucking good.
Huge. Huge. Yeah, man, I'm on board. I'm excited for it. I agree. I don't think Patrick Rivera will come back. Any thoughts? Who would you like to see sort of take over the mantle? Any
Just a
names that
long Kate
immediately pop up?
Bosworth.
You know, that's not awful. Wouldn't be awful, I guess. But if you're looking for younger actors, I don't know. Would it have to be no names or something? But yeah, Ghost of the Week is fun. We literally just started on an X Files
Oh, that's
the other
fun. You start
day.
from season 1?
Yeah, from season 1, episode
Oh
1.
my word.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to
So
do that for so long.
yeah, yeah, because they're having a massive X Files reunion at Monster
That's
Mania
sick.
next month when we're going. So I'm like, oh
David
shit, we
Duchovny
should.
and all them? Gillian Anderson
No,
going?
Gillian Anderson, yes. Robert, and then it's like Robert Patrick. No, unfortunately, no Duchovny,
No,
but
lame.
they got Gillian Anderson, which is a big one, and then Robert Patrick, as well as Mitch Pileggi and
Cigarette smoking man.
the cigarette smoking man, and they have a couple. There's a couple others in there as well. So yeah, pretty cool. You don't see too many like big X Files reunions these days, so I think that's pretty cool and pretty unique. All right, just a couple more stories to get through here. Another TV horror series in the midst, and this one's for Totter, as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Ooh.
will also be getting a television series. And what's interesting about this one is our boys at A24 have landed the rights as well. So now they have taken the rights to Friday the 13th and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, developing these TV series. Yeah, I mean, Totter, what do you think? A24, can they do your two favorite, right? Horror franchises? Friday the
yeah.
13th and Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Can
Yeah.
they do it justice?
Two of my favorites. I wish we'd seen Friday so far so I can answer that. Because the set design for Friday looks fucking cool. What I don't want though, and I don't think anyone wants, is we don't need a young Leatherface. We don't need that. I don't want to see some good-looking kid that's, getting bullied or, misunderstood in school, and then now we need to follow him as becomes. No, I don't. No one wants that. We just want Leatherface and his family terrorizing young people, right? So if they do that, fuck it, man. Texas, hot, sweaty, steamy, like fucking weeds flowing in the wind, and you got this it's ripe to do right. So I guess we'll see what happens. But when's Friday come out? That should be soon, right?
Early next year, I
Friday
think.
TV
13th?
series, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely it's in
Guess we'll see.
production.
Yeah, I guess we'll
Yeah.
see that, and then we'll crossover probably because they own both of them. So
Actually, I don't know. Is this in your news, Joe, about who might play
Braun
Jason?
Strowman? No, I
Yeah.
did not. I was just gonna mention that though. Yeah, Braun Strowman is like
Leatherface?
he's putting his name out there to
That guy's
play
fucking
to play
huge.
Jason.
Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fucking
That'd be
really
a
good.
total fucking reverse from
Yeah, it
Sweet
would.
Revenge.
Oh, the
Yeah.
fucking little skinny boy Jason.
Like he could eat that Jason for breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's good. That's good casting. if they do
He'd
that,
be
though.
great
Yeah.
for Leatherface, though. That now that you mention it,
Yeah, he
he's-
would be.
Yeah,
Let's-
he'd be
I
super
want my
imposing.
Leatherface to be a little tubby though. How do you
Yeah,
guys
you
feel
like
about
him?
that? I like him a little tubby.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess I could see. I don't know. I think he could look cool. He'd be really imposing. That's for
He
sure.
would. Yeah.
He would be. Apparently they also picked up the film rights as well.
Oh.
So television and film rights. And rumored would be the series. They would go with the series first. The one that was, of course, co-written by Glenn Powell's team. They said Powell would not star in it, but he would be involved in the background. Of course, Glenn Powell, for those of you who don't know, kind of the hot name in Hollywood right now. He was in Twist, the latest Twister movie, as well as a couple other projects that I don't remember.
And he's in Running Man coming up.
Running
which is,
Man, that's right,
From the
yeah.
same book that had The Long Walk. So
Yeah.
All right, so we'll keep you guys up to date on that story as well. Quick one here. Lynn Shay is back, ladies and gentlemen. She has been announced to star in the newest Insidious movie. Shouldn't be a shock to any of you. She is the heart and soul, of course, of the Insidious franchise.
She's dead. She's
She
been dead
died-
for 14
she died-
years.
She died in the first movie, and they just can't. And
Big
she
mistake.
just continues to come back.
her
Um,
and John from Saw are like competing
Oh
to
my
see
God.
how many movies they can make post their like on-screen death. You know?
But
Crossover.
Tobin, Lin Shaye's making another movie. You're gonna have to do another one, buddy. You know?
Yeah.
Also starring in this one will be Amelia Eve, who most famously was in The Haunting of Bly Manor. Insidious 6 will be hitting theaters next year, August 21st, 2026.
What was Insidious 5?
The Red Door. We covered
The
it
Red
on
Door.
the podcast.
Yes,
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we did.
I thought that was.
we did.
What's Insidious 4 then?
The Last Key.
Yeah, that's a prequel, and Red
Okay.
Door was actually like a
Red Door. Oh, Red Door's when Dalton's older.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha.
And he
It will
paints
all
that Red
be-
Door.
An
Ah,
actual teaser in coming up on What Watched. I watched the first 4 Insidious movies this
Oh,
past
wow.
week, just to get ready for spooky
Interesting.
season. So I will give quick reviews on all 4 of those.
Also, all your trivia will be fucking Insidious based too. So do a
Yes.
quick crunch.
There you go. Also, on top of Insidious 6, we are also getting a spin-off Insidious movie titled Thread, an Insidious Tale, which currently does not have a release date. But Mandy Moore...
Fred, as in Freddy Krueger.
What's that?
You said Red or Fred?
Thread.
Oh, Thread.
Yeah.
My mistake.
Which interestingly enough will be starring Mandy Moore in that one. And
Ugh.
Kumail Nanjiani as well will be starring
Hilarious.
in those ones. So that one reminds me of the Chris Rock Saw movie sort of, but hopefully it will be better quality than that one. Alrighty. Let's just do one more tonight, and that is Scary Movie 6 update. Of course, we will spoiler, we will be reviewing the original Scary Movie as part of our October lineup. But Scary Movie 6, in a recent interview with Marlon Wayans, he gave a hint as to what horror movies they will be spoofing in the upcoming Scary Movie 6. And here is a quick little list of the ones they plan on doing. I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream, Heretic, Longlegs, Get Out, Nope, and Sinners. So I don't know why they would go back to I Know What You Did Last Summer and Scream.
Well, they both had recent.
I know, right?
incarnations,
I
so
guess, yeah, true.
It's
but like,
maybe a joke about the like.
yeah,
the,
maybe
you know,
because the first
prequels.
movie essentially was all I Know What You Did Last Summer
Right.
and Scream. So, but
Heretic's kind of strange. I don't think anyone saw that outside of
Yeah,
horror
I thought
fans.
Yeah.
Hereditary would be one, but not Heretic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
yeah,
why not Quiet Place? They better do Quiet Place. They have to do the fart joke.
Right.
true. I mean, those are just some of the ones. I mean, I'm sure we'll get others as well. But Sinners, Nope, and Get Out don't surprise me at all. They're just also popular. Long Legs too. But all right, June 12th, 2026 is when you will be seeing Scary Movie 6. And that's it for horror news this week. Alrighty, and now it is time to get into what watched. So tell me, gentlemen, what you been watching this week?
I watched Greasy Strangler again for the
Again?
second. Yeah, I did.
You just watched it like a week ago.
I watched, yeah, I know. I watched it on the 12th and then I watched it on the 26th. Why did I? Because I've been trying to get my wife to watch it for like 3 years. I'm like, we're watching The Greasy Strangler. Did she like it? The answer is no. She hated it. I'm like, so we're getting a divorce. If there's any Greasy Strangler women out there that want to get married, I'm available. Yeah, she hated it, but hey, that's life, baby. I love it. I love the humor, and I've already talked about it ad nauseum. So, sacrifice another person in Greasy Strangler, although she hated it and it hurt my feelings for like 2 seconds. But yeah, like I said last time, you can watch that on Prime. 5 out of 5, love it. Oh, the girl that plays Janet, I think Jennifer, I think's her first name. She's starting to do cons. So I'm like, I gotta meet her because I got both the dudes. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta get her. So once I see her come around me, I'm definitely picking her up.
So the key here, Todd, because I did the same experiment as you did, and my wife also hated the Greasy Strangler, but she started quoting it a lot, and that's where I knew I got her.
Nice.
So there you go.
That's funny.
Don't lose hope.
Oh for
What-
3 with wife's son because the buddy TJ showed his wife she hated it. But I quoted the other day. I'm like, "Am I doing it right, Janet? I don't know if I'm doing it right, Janet."
I'm telling you, the quotes are going to start coming out, and then you'll know that it got a hold of her. All right, I'll go next then. So my first movie is, well, I'm doing the two movies that we did at movie night or movie club last Friday. The first one was because our friend Brenda had never seen this one before, and the entire Discord is like, well, that is like unacceptable. So everyone changed their vote to watch this one, and that's why we watched 1988's Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which we watched over on Tubi. Killer Clowns classic. We've reviewed it in the past. It's basically about clowns that come down to Earth and start killing everyone, and it's up to a bunch of teenagers and law enforcement to stop them. This movie, I mean, there's not a whole lot more I can say about this movie that we didn't cover in the review, but it's just so much fun. It's just an hour and a half of different clowns that dispose of people in these like hilarious and unique ways. It's actually amazing, and we are talking about that on the movie club. How many clowns are in this? Like they could have easily just had five different clowns and recycled them throughout the movie, but there are a ton of different clowns in this film, and they constantly, like it's nonstop, find ways to kill the people in such unique and fun ways. This movie's a fucking blast. The music is fantastic, fits the mood so well. The set decorations is really out there. Like they outdid themselves with this movie. The clown makeups are unique and really, really amazing. I can't say enough good things about this one. My only like small nitpick is really that I wish it was a bit gorier. The kills are pretty like tame in terms of like horror, but still, I think this is an absolute classic, and I love it to death. So I gave it 4.5 stars out of 5. So that's Killer Clowns from Outer Space, 1988, which you watch over on Tubi.
Did either of you guys play the game that came out?
I did, yeah.
How was it?
Not
Played
great.
Not great.
I don't agree with that. I got
Oh.
100% score on it. Played it for a long time. But I think it's been abandoned just like every other fucking game they release like that. So
Yeah, I think you need to play with friends. I didn't. I played like with bots basically.
Oh, you played.
And
Ooh, that sounds awful.
I hate playing
The
with
bots are fucking
randos.
stupid.
Yeah, so
No, I played online with the randoms, and of course there's always toxicity in those kind of games, but overall I had a pretty good time with it.
Alrighty. Halloween 2 is coming out next year
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. That'll be fun.
Same people
Yeah.
that did TCM Friday, so they're probably gonna fuck us over again.
Yeah, they're alleging a single player mode with this one. We'll see how long. I feel like it's going to be like a 1 hour single player mode or something shitty, but hopefully it's better. All right, my first watches tonight. I'll do a chapter Insidious 1 and 2 quickly. I mean, 1, I think there's not much to say about it. You know, it's one. Did we ever cover Insidious on this podcast? I mean, besides the Red Door, do we ever do the
no,
original?
I think we've only. Oh, we might. No, I think we only did the
Just
original.
the Red Door.
Yeah, yeah, we did. We only did the Red Door. You guys
Red Door.
did part 4 on the Three Guys at Horror Days.
Okay.
But no, we never hit the. We should hit the series because
Yeah.
there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, there is. You know, the one to me, I love part 1. It's just fantastic. Patrick Wilson once again coming back. Rose Byrne as well. Basic haunted house type story, but except the house being haunted, the child is haunted. Into this sort of world called The Further. One absolute classic. If you've never seen it, highly recommended. I love it. And you know, it's probably like a solid 4.5 out of 5 for me. Insidious Chapter 2, first time I think I've watched it maybe since theaters. So I was excited to revisit it. This one is a direct continuation off of part 1. I won't get spoilery for those of you who maybe have never seen the franchise, but it literally takes is like literally a minute after the first movie ends. Essentially, we're thrust into it again, and this one actually was better than I remembered. I had it as a 3.5 out of 5, but I actually bumped it up to a 4 after this watch. I think it is a damn great sequel, honestly, especially like when you're continuing it directly from that first movie. It also adds the whole lore behind the Bride in Black, which was a semi big character in the first one, but it really comes into full bore in this second movie. And I think uh, they're a great villain. And the backstory is really interesting as well. And you get a little more exploration into the further as well. So no red lipstick face demon really in this one. But I think the Bride in Black is equally a great sort of villain in this one, and you have great stuff with the whole cast coming back, more Specs and Tucker. They obviously keep Lin Shaye going in this one, and the introduction of Lin Shaye's like psychic medium friend in this one is really good as well. So a great sequel, highly recommend it as well. Insidious Chapter 2.
Yeah, 2 I remember being my least favorite of the original trilogy,
Mhm.
so sounds like a fun rewatch though. Okay, so my last one is a punishment film for losing quarter 3 trivia to the evil Steve, and it's called Power Tool Cheerleaders versus the Boy Band of the Screeching Dead from 2022, available on Tubi. Man, Steve, you fucking jerk. You're like, oh, this one's not gonna be as bad. It was bad, man. The plot is this girl wants to conquer her fears or something like that, and she creates like this cheerleading group, and they go to like local like talent shows essentially, and they have like a an agent manager whatever that like helps them but also manages like the boy band, and like she secretly wants the boy band to win these competitions and not the girls for various reasons. So that's why like they're kind of battling. And then of course the boy band dies at some point from a car accident, and then they're reanimated from some like I forget some green shit, and then they're gonna kill like everybody plus the power tool cheerleaders. Which in their cheer name is like power cheer or some shit like that. But boy, uh, I'm not a musical guy, and I had no idea this was a musical. I didn't read any like details or genre or anything like that. And this thing is a fucking musical, and it hits right away. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's just a one-off. Maybe it's like a weird intro. I'm like, let me bear with it. And nope, the whole fucking thing's a musical, man. They got the zombies singing. They got the fucking cheerleader singing. We got solos. We got the goth girl that does her solo. Everyone's got a fucking solo. I don't care. So annoying, man. Fuck you, Steve. I'm not. Oh, let me give some positives though. You can tell they had a good time making this movie. They knew what they were making, and it was a bad movie, I think, hopefully. Um, the zombies were fine, and I respect the hustle. But please, for the love of God, guys, how many times have we said this? Indie movies do not do CGI kill effects. Don't do it. This guy gets fucking his head severed, and it's 100% CGI. You fucked up. Make it bad. Make it a stupid practical effect. You'll see in my fucking movie a guy gets run over by a car. It's a dummy. Spoiler alert. But it's gonna look way better than if I did CGI blood splatter. So please take everyone's note for indie horror and practical effects only. 1 out of 5. Steve, you suck.
I'm very
chuckle.
happy. I'm very happy about that. Yeah, it's funny. By saying it's a musical, I'm sure some of our listeners will actually watch it because
Ugh.
there aren't a ton of horror musicals. So yeah, good luck with with that. I can't wait to hear Joe's review
Yeah,
when he gets to it.
I'll get to it. We should probably do a horror musical at some point. We did.
Rocky Horror.
What's that one? Repo?
We
I've
haven't
never
done
seen
it.
it.
Opera.
I've never seen
I've
it.
seen it.
Any good?
I saw it when it first came out. I didn't like it, but maybe
Okay.
We did what? Two
Maybe it's
musicals
changed.
in the show. We did
Rocky
Rocky Horror
Horror.
and Anna and the Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
I don't
forgot
like
about-
that one either.
I didn't love it.
Yeah.
Oh, we should also do what's it? The Little Shop of Horrors at some point too. That could
Yeah.
be a fun
Oh,
one.
true.
Yeah, for sure. All
Feed
right.
me Seymour.
All right. So my second one this week is the other film that we did for Movie Club, and that is 1974's Dark Star, which you could also find on Tubi. So Dark Star is an interesting one because it is the debut of a little horror director known by John Carpenter and co-written by Dan O'Bannon, who's famous for movies such as Alien, Return of the Living Dead, and Total Recall. So I was, we're probably going to do a Carpenter retrospective at some point next year. So this was a great start for that. The movie is about a bunch of astronauts, and they go to space for like a really long time, and their mission is to destroy these planets so that they can make the surrounding planets more habitable. And it's basically this crew who are always together on this spaceship. I think it's like 20, 25 years that they have to go on these missions. And it's pretty tight quarters, so they're constantly annoyed with each other and stuff like that. And it's just basically them having to fight these weird things that pop up on this spaceship and try to deal with the technology on the spaceship as well, because it's not doing exactly what they want, is basically what I'll say without spoiling it. This movie is awful. I mean, we are talking about a muffin like set as body armor for the astronauts, obvious ice cube trays put on like backwards on for the like buttons of the spaceship. It is super low budget. It's the fucking aliens are like these giant balls with arms. It's so weird. But we had such a blast watching it because, like, when someone pointed out the muffin pans, we just lost it. And then it just went crazy and crazier because this movie is so much, it's so odd. It's so weird in so many ways. But interestingly enough, you can see hints of future Carpenter and Dan O'Bannon, like little things. Like Alien is a big source, I think, that he really learned some stuff for this. Even Star Wars, I think, probably pulled a little bit from this because there are screens that really look like Star Wars, but this is, a few years before that. So fascinating film, not one I ever want to watch again, that's for sure. But I had an absolute blast watching it with a group of people. So that is Dark Star from 1974, which you could watch over on Tubi.
Excellent. All right, my last two tonight, Insidious Chapter 3 and Insidious Chapter 4, The Last Key. Both, I think, first time watches since theaters. Chapter 3, I remembered like loving. And I gotta say, I didn't love it as much this time around, but I still think it's solid. I actually think this one is, as far as like the scares go, they really seem to ramp it up in this one. There's some really, really solid scares in this one that I like a lot. But I found like this one, so this one is like a prequel. It takes place before the Lambert haunting from the first two movies. And Elise is alive again. She's dealing with the death of her husband, and she's kind of retired from being a medium. And this teenage girl shows up to her door and asks her to contact her mother. And this girl ends up, essentially being in like sort of a haunted apartment complex. Her dad's played by Dermot Mulroney, which shout out for the Scream fans out there. Yeah, man, it's okay. It's okay. I think the villain in this one isn't nearly as interesting as the first two movies, but like I said, there's some really solid scares. But I had it at a 3.5, but I think I would drop it slightly to a 3, honestly, because I just wasn't feeling it as much this time around. So yeah, it was a little shocking, but I actually, because I remember, I think I had 3 above this one, but I would definitely, 2 above this one, but I would definitely rank 2 higher than this one on the rewatch. And then chapter 4 once again follows Elise. Once again, this one is another prequel. Elise is alive again. This one really focuses on Elise a lot and her backstory as a child, and we meet her brother in this one as well. We go back to Elise's childhood home. We found out that she had lived in sort of a very abusive household with her father. And we go back to that childhood home and the ghost that tormented her in that one. This one is another, I don't think there's really a bad Insidious movie. Even like at their weakest ones, the Further is such an interesting place to explore. And especially like Specs and Tucker are 2 great side characters as well. Of course, Lee Winnell and I forget the other dude's name, but he's a great actor as well. But yeah, man, this one, I would put it on par with chapter 3. I think the villain is better in this one, the sort of the dude with the key fingers. And there's once again solid scares once again. I would probably rank it above chapter 3. I think it's slightly better, but I rate it the same as both 3 out of 5s. So yeah, if I were to rank them, I those 4, I would go 1, 2, 4, and 3. And then I'd probably rank 5 the weakest, the Red Door. But yeah, there's my little Insidious retrospective for you, I guess, on this
Sweet.
episode out of nowhere. Alrighty, I think that's it then for What Watched. So Todd, it is time. I think we're a new quarter, right? So let's hear the overall scores for trivia as we turn a new leaf.
All right, Q4 0. Steve overall in the lead with 56, myself 53, Joe with 40. We got 3 months left, boys. Who's gonna take it? The evil Steve, the people's champion me, or the underdog Joe?
Oh,
We'll see.
all right.
Yeah,
Who's
Joe, you're
starting
gonna
us
need 5 points a week.
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
in
next-
trouble. I'm way behind here. All right, I'll start us off tonight.
Was it usurper, Steve?
But yeah.
Son of a bitch. All right.
All right. In honor of Return of the Living Dead, I'm doing
Oh.
all zombie themed trivia for tonight.
I do like zombies.
So,
Big zombie guy.
here in question number 1. In what year did zombie master Lucio Fulci die?
1993.
Incorrect.
92?
Incorrect. I'll give you guys one more guess each if you'd like.
Are we in the ballpark?
You are in the ballpark, yes.
96.
You got it, Todd. Right
Oh,
on the
wow.
nose.
Yeah,
Lucio
baby.
Fulci. We lost him in 1996, which we've never done. I don't think we've ever covered a Fulci movie.
I'm down to do some zombie. I love zombie.
Yeah. So we'll definitely
Love
have to cover some Fulci coming up here soon.
All right, I'll take it here. Who's a fan of the What We Do in the Shadows, the movie?
Yes.
We review it.
Love it.
We did. Oh, we did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I don't remember that.
I don't either. In What Do We Do in the Shadows from 2014, what does the new vampire Nick say is his favorite food, and he's now upset that he cannot eat it anymore?
Ooh.
Oh, is it
Pizza.
Incorrect.
No,
Pizza.
is it spaghetti?
Incorrect. One more guess each.
I would assume it's something with garlic in it.
Garlic.
Garlic
I don't know.
bread.
Incorrect. I like where you're going with it though. Garlic bread sounds good, right?
I'm
I
gonna
could use
go-
some garlic bread.
Rice?
Incorrect. The answer is fish and chips.
Oh.
Fish and chips, which
Why
I
can't
love a
he
good
eat fish and chips?
because he's a vampire.
Why can't vampires eat fish and chips though?
They can't eat
Is there-
anything.
They need blood.
Oh, they can't eat. Oh, that's right. True. The food makes them all puke. Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
Is there a reference to Lost Boys in?
Yeah.
And I
He's
thought
like,
that, I thought that I was thinking of that scene. That's why.
He's like, he calls it baschetti. He's like, we got
Baschetti.
that from the Lost Boys.
Yeah.
yeah. So that's why I thought it was spaghetti at first.
I like it. I like it. Good train of thought.
All right, guess the movie based off the parental guide,
Oh,
Sex and Nudity.
yeah.
A man is seen partially naked while he is
Oh.
being bathed by his
Oh.
mother.
Ooh.
Love it.
Violence and gore.
Joe's home videos.
True.
Violence and gore. A white rat is forced to swim in a tank of water with nothing for it to grab onto. It
Oh,
pedals
no.
its paws in desperation
It's not
with
good.
a sadistic professor watching.
What a motherfucker.
Oh.
I don't like this professor guy.
Profanity. 12 uses of fuck, one use of cunt, one use of bastard,
Oh,
as
shit.
well as use of hell, damn, goddamn, asshole, bitch, son of a bitch, and shit.
Jesus. Steve, you got a potty mouth today, dude.
Jeez. I know. Throwing out the C word.
Kiss
That's
your mother with that mouth.
A
Wow.
lot
Aggressive.
of, well, not this mother, because
Oh
apparently
my
she's
gosh.
taking-
Mother, that's a hint, Joe. He said not this mother.
Ooh.
well, you heard the first one. He's bathing her son.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
Alcohol, drugs, and smoking. A character repeatedly drinks beer and tries to share it with a friend.
It happens. That happens.
It does.
And finally, probably the giveaway.
Okay.
The main character has some vicious confrontations with his mother, his nurse, a parakeet, his best friend, and his doctor.
Mother, nurse, parakeet, the homie, and his mother. You said
His
violent?
doctor was the last one.
Doctor. His violent encounters, you said?
Vicious.
Vicious encounters. Okay.
Interesting. Dumb and
What's-
Dumber, huh?
What did the parakeet do? Harry, I took care of it. Our pets' heads are falling off. Parakeet.
Any guesses?
No, dude's getting bathed by his mom. I'm assuming at a weird age to be having that done. Nothing. I got nothing.
I got nothing
I'll give you
either.
guys a hint. We did not review this movie,
Oh.
but we did talk about it as part of one of the retrospectives we did.
Oh.
So it is either a Stuart Gordon.
Uh-huh.
Who else did we do? We did
Wes Craven.
Wes Craven,
Romero.
Romero, and we just did
Hooper.
Wes Craven, Hooper. Yeah,
And he'd hate the parakeet one should stand out.
Yes.
it should. Yeah,
Let's go with
Is it? I feel like it's a Wes Craven movie.
no.
No comment.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wrong.
Bye.
No.
Okay.
No, I feel like it's that weird one that we watched, part of the Craven retrospective, but I can't remember the name of it right now.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. It's not. It wasn't Craven.
All
Anyway.
right.
That's not-
It is actually George A. Romero,
Oh.
and it is
George.
Monkey Shines
Yes.
okay.
because he is
That's right.
Fucking monkey.
paraplegic. So
Yep. That was a good one. I like that one.
it's interesting
Okay.
for sure. I think they're remaking it, if I remember.
Really?
Yeah, it could use a remake.
Yeah, I forget who's doing it, but I'm pretty sure that's coming down the
Keenan,
pipeline.
Keenan Thompson's doing it.
Yeah, that's right.
He's doing all of
All
them.
right.
Or Justin Long, one of the two.
All right. Back to me.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
3 letterboxed reviews.
Oh.
Can you guess the movie?
Okay.
You know, this is a pretty good movie. Lots of heart, well acted, and most of the comedy hit. The weakest aspects are easily the more horror side of things, especially with the skeletons. And that comes from our
Oh,
friend
yeah,
Todd.
I know
Oh.
what that is. It's why can I never remember?
He's got it.
Warm Bodies.
It is Warm Bodies.
Oh, the
correct.
Skellies.
Yeah.
All right, Steve on the board.
My second one was Necrophilia has never been hotter. Which,
Shit.
I don't know. Twilight.
Oh, gosh. I mean, she's underage, but we won't go there.
No, we're not starting that.
Yeah, we won't go there again. All right, so everyone gets one shot only.
okay.
It's the full title of the 5th installment in the Underworld
Rave
franchise.
to the Great. Oh, sorry.
In the Underworld franchise.
I
of
was
films.
too ready. for
I'll
it.
allow it.
I've never seen all of the
I'm gonna
Underworlds.
say
Oh.
the Lycan Wars.
Incorrect.
Rise of the Lycans.
Incorrect. Rise of Lycans is the prequel,
Hmm.
but the correct answer would be Blood Wars.
Ah, see.
Blood
Alright.
Wars. I love the series, man.
Is it worth watching all of them? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
All right. All right.
All right.
I mean, fucking Kate Beckinsale's a banger, so.
Well, yeah. The
Come on.
first one, I remember liking the first one a lot. I don't know if I ever went further than that though.
Yeah.
An easy one for you guys.
Oh,
Just
Okay.
came out of the movie night.
Oh.
Someone else recommended a harder question. I said no.
what'd you watch? Oh, Killer Clowns.
Killer Clowns, yes. But I'm like, nope, that one's too tough. I'll give them an easier one. What is the name of the dog in Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Ugh. Is there a dog in it? I don't remember
Yes.
a dog.
He's with the crazy farmer.
Oh,
that finds
dang.
the tent.
Harold!
And he says the name constantly. It's not
Harold, where are you?
Not Harold.
No, not Harold. Harry! Don't touch
Time.
that, Harry.
Tiny.
No, not Tiny. You guys want another guess?
What letter does it start with? Is it a human name or a dog name?
It's a animal
Like Freckles.
Animal
Okay.
name, huh?
Uh,
like it's like the name of another animal, but not
bear.
not the type of. Anyway, it's-
Grizzly.
You're close, but not specific enough.
Black bear.
You're
Polar
close.
bear. White bear. Grizzly
Right.
bear.
No.
All the bears.
You're very close.
Kodiak
It-
bear.
it is a bear, but it was specifically
Bear.
Pooh Bear.
Ah, it's
Pooh
Pooh Bear.
Bear.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
But he calls him Pooh the whole time.
Pooh.
Pooh.
That's funny.
Come on, Pooh. Don't go there, Pooh.
No, Pooh.
He says Pooh Bear sometimes, but mostly he says Pooh, and it just sounds weird.
Pooh. Back to
Mhm.
Joseph.
Oh, last one. All right.
Yeah.
All right, guess the movie based off the IMDb information.
Oh,
This movie was released in the year 2006
okay.
with an R rating,
hmm
clocking in at a nice brisk 1 hour and 20 minutes. Categorized as zombie horror,
hmm
currently sitting at a wonderful 3.1 out of
Ooh.
10 over on IMDb,
It's a low one.
with a Metascore of 32 out of 100, with only
Ooh.
four critic reviews, actually. So,
weird.
not much. Director, Jeff Broadstreet.
Nope.
Writers, George A. Romero and Robert Valding.
George A. Romero.
Cast, Brianna Brown, Joshua DeRoche, Greg Travis, Joanna Nicosia,
Joanna Man?
Ken Ward. And I'm not going to say anyone else because you won't know any of these other names. I'm negating one name.
Ah.
Tagline is "The dead will never look so alive." Tagline 2, an all-new dimension of the horror classic.
Return
of
of
the
the Living
Dead
Dead,
remake.
Rape to the Grave.
You guys both talked over each other.
I said Day of the Dead remake. He said Rave to the Grave.
Both incorrect.
Day of the Dead Contagion.
Incorrect.
I'm gonna go Return of the Living Dead 4.
No, you gotta have the fucking name.
That is also incorrect.
Acropolis.
I'll give you guys the actor I left out.
Okay.
Mr. Sid Haig.
Said, hey. Oh, it's Night of the Living Dead 3D.
Correct.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I know
That's
you-
awful, dude.
I
So
like
bad.
erased that from my memory.
Yeah.
Just like
Oof.
purged it.
That was like an era in my horror fandom when I'm like, oh, Sid Haig's fucking great. I gotta watch everything he's in.
And Romero.
That was a mistake. Yeah. All right. Oh, back to
Yeah,
me.
it's you.
Okay. A movie we watched a couple months ago, In the Cabin in the Woods 2011. The Office group of people
Yes.
brings up the last year that there was a glitch in the game/system. What year was it?
Oh,
Oh boy, 94.
Ballpark, but incorrect.
91.
Ballpark, but incorrect.
One more guess.
Yes, one each.
92.
Ballpark, but incorrect.
89.
Oh no, 1998.
Oh.
1998.
All right.
All right.
Good year, 1998.
Last question.
2-year questions this year. This trivia. I had 96. Yeah, this show. I can't.
All right.
I can't
Okay.
speak.
I know what you got.
Thank you. Thanks, Todd. You're always there for me.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of the 90s, what is the subtitle for the sequel to John Carpenter's Vampires?
The sequel?
Yes.
There was a sequel?
There was
Oh,
a
wait.
sequel.
I misheard you then. I was thinking about. Say it again, please.
What is the subtitle to the sequel to John Carpenter's Vampires?
There's a sequel? I have no idea.
Which we
there's a sequel
covered
to
on the
that.
podcast too.
We covered the sequel?
No,
Oh,
we only covered the first
the first one.
John Carp.
Why can't I remember John Carpenter's Vampires? Was that the one
With
with
fucking,
James Wood?
With James Wood,
James
where
Wood.
he
Yeah,
was
all
talking
right,
about
yeah,
mahogany and
Yeah. That's right. It was good. It was a good.
It was really
It's
good.
fun,
Yeah,
yeah. Vampires, Los Muertos.
Oh,
correct.
Yeah, because it was a sci-fi picture original starring Casper Van Dien.
Yes,
Nice.
that's correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Los Muertos.
Los Muertos.
I've never seen it myself, but it's
That
on,
just-
it's on my list on TV.
that just means the dead, right? In Spanish, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Sure.
I think. I'm pretty sure. All right, that's it.
Yep. That's it.
All right. Coming through hot. 3 for me, 1 for Steve. Goose egg for Joseph.
I'm just
That
I'm just
comeback
giving
is-
I'm just giving up.
is
I'm just
fading.
I'm
Don't
just
give up.
retiring for the year. Okay. Thank you, gentlemen. And now it is time for our main event of the evening, 1988's Return of the Living Dead, Part 2, directed by Ken Widerhorn and starring Suzanne Snyder, Jason Hogan, Thor Van Liggen, James Karen, and Tom Matthews as Joey. Plot: curious kids unearth the barrels that previously helped revive the dead, which proves the second time's an undead charm. Well, that's a fun little plot synopsis. Doesn't really tell you much. But Todd, we have you,
Oh,
who always gives us the best synopsizes.
oh,
So why don't you tell us a
good
little
work.
more about Return of the Living Dead Part 2?
All right. That kid's named Thor something. That's a name right there. All right. So an army convoy, they're transporting zombie-filled tanks, of course. And of course, one drops off, two drops off, something like that, into some water, into by a local town. Fast forward, we meet this little shithead, and he's trying to join his like he's got this little neighborhood clique. And to join, he's got to bring him a comic book. And of course, these fucking kids are little a-holes, right? But they got a cool cemetery nearby that they're like, all right, you're into the club, but you got to do the initiation. So taking the cemetery, they try to fuck him over. He runs off, and then they find one of the missing barrels. And of course, they fuck with it a little bit later. But then they're like, all right, now it's time for initiation because we caught you. And they lock him into a mausoleum and they leave him. And then those kids go back and fuck with the barrel. Of course, it releases a toxin, and then we got zombies in the town. But we also run into James Karen and Tom Matthews, who don't reprise their roles from the first movie, but uh, it came out what 3, 4 years after the first one, so it's very jarring. And they play grave robbers, and it's Tom Matthews' first night, and James Karen was like, "Hey, I'll give you money to help me," blah blah. And what they do is they go in and they raid skulls because he sells them in the black market. And of course, they take like jewelry and shit. So now they get infected just like part one. And now we're following along the young boy and his sister and like the young stud capable repair guy, some other characters as they try to survive in the zombie apocalypse in this little now instead of a graveyard, it's in this town, and also the armies over there trying to contain it as well. Like I said in the beginning of the show, first time I watched it, I fucking hated it, right? And mostly because, Tom Matthews wasn't Freddy and James Karen wasn't his character. And I'm like, what? Why are they in this movie again? Like, what kind of chicken shit bullshit is this? And now, like, when I rewatched it, like maybe like 6 months or so ago, I enjoyed it, right, for what it is. It's not anywhere near Return of the Living Dead. It's everything Return of the Living Dead is, but less. Like, step down in every department from acting to plot to music to effects and all that stuff, except for the zombies. They look pretty fucking cool, to be fair. But overall, I enjoy this movie, but it's definitely not what the first one is.
Yeah, I've never seen this before. For absolute first time watch, I'm shocked. Because I love Return of the Living Dead. I think I give it a 5 out of 5. It's like I think it's one of the best zombie movies ever made. This one to me though, like, is a head scratcher. I didn't know what to expect going in, and then when I see Tom Matthews and James Karen back, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Like, so they're the same characters? No, they're not. Like, it's just to me, it was just extremely confusing for no reason whatsoever. I mean, you could have brought them back, but did and figured a way, right, to bring those characters back some way somehow. Whether it be a prequel of some kind or whatever, I don't know. But I didn't like that they were included. To me, it just made it confusing. Um, and then, like everything, like Todd said, I feel like everything was just a step down from the original, and it's tough, right? Like, how do you, you know, make a sequel off, in my opinion, one of the greatest zombie movies ever made? But this wasn't it. It's like it just felt like a complete. It's like they remade it with the same actors, but did everything worse. There's nothing that they improved on. They ramped up the comedy, which to me mostly wasn't great. And they made all the characters worse. Like, what made the original so good was because all the characters were so cool with the punks and, Freddie and James Karen's character just being like, sort of goofy, but also like you feel really terrible for them. But this really does feel like you took Return of the Living Dead and like gave and like the Wish version of Return of the Living Dead. You know what I mean? And like I don't. There is definitely some fun moments here, but even the zombies to me, like there was a couple of cool zombies, but like Tarman in this looked worse. And like you could tell some of the zombies were just wearing masks, which I don't know. Like I do props like for the practical effects. There's some really good practical effects in here. But overall, I was severely disappointed. Like I feel like they could have did a lot better.
So, fun fact, I actually saw this one first when I was a kid. My aunt was a big horror fan, and she showed me this one, and then showed me the original Return of the Living Dead. And after that, showed me Return of the Living Dead Part 3, which scared the living shit out of me, which is why I want to review it, which we will in November. But this one, I didn't remember much of, to be honest. I remembered the end with the electricity, and I remembered that some random guy in a Thriller jacket came into the screen, but not much else than that. I rewatched it a few years ago, and I have the same score rewatching it this time. It is jarring that they use the same actors for different roles, but if you could get past that, I think it's a decent like zombie film. I actually really like the way the zombies look, except for Tarman. Tarman, you're right, just doesn't look right. He looks like too goofy. It's like a cosplay of Tarman rather than, the Tarman from the movie. I always liked the aesthetic of zombies coming out of the ground. I find it like really creepy, even though they go a little far with the humor in this one. Like as the zombies are coming out, there other zombies are like stepping on their heads and stuff, which I wasn't as much into. But there are some like pretty cool practical effects and kills. One in particular, she punches a zombie's face in, and the way that the zombie's like face is caved in looked really cool. Yeah, there's some fun moments in this. Like can't say I was ever like really bored, but I do agree that none of the characters I really cared about, like especially the quote unquote like hero characters, I really couldn't give a shit if any of them died or anything like that. They just didn't have any depth to them. They were just kind of there to advance the plot. To me, it was more about seeing the next zombie and the next kill. That's really what the whole movie was to me. The doctor character was particularly annoying to me. Did not like that character at all. Just every line that he delivered, I didn't like the delivery of. It's just one of those characters. It just wasn't good at all. Yeah, it's just, as a zombie film, I think it's okay. But as a sequel to one of the best zombie films, definitely a fail in this regard.
Yeah. How do we feel about little Jesse there? Is he a little piece of shit? How do we feel about him as total
Just
overall?
like I just felt like they could have picked a better story, right? Like
Mm.
I didn't care about like his character at all, and he's supposed to be, I guess, essentially our main character, kind of. Um, but yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
care about him. The whole sort of like kid angle, like that's the other thing too. Like it was bizarre, man. It almost felt like they were going like it's gory, but like you're also following like a kid, like so it almost felt like a movie that was kind of like geared towards like almost like The Gate, like like that sort of
Yeah.
like teenager sort of audience, which that first movie isn't predicated on at all. So why you would go sort of that route, it wasn't working for me.
Yeah, I didn't really care for the kid angle at all either. It was a cool way to like get the movie started, I guess. But outside of that, not much. I mean, he gets locked into the mausoleum, which could have led to some really interesting stuff in there, but then he immediately gets gets out of the mausoleum, like
Yeah.
like the next scene basically. So it's like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's not gonna be fun. But yeah, it just like I said, the hero characters I really didn't care for whatsoever.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
despise the Doctor too. He was just trying to be funny, and it wasn't. And then I despised Tom Matthew's girlfriend in this. Like she
Mm.
was so fucking screaming
That's
every
Suzanne
minute.
Snyder,
Was it? I
technically. I
I don't
think
know.
so, right? Yeah, who's in Killer
That's
Clowns
right. Yeah.
and
Yeah, she was
yeah.
not great in this.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't care about her. And then the like man, like I don't know if they were trying to be funny there, but like why would she allow her brains to be
That was
eaten
made
with
no
no
sense.
fight whatsoever? Like I was like I hated that scene. Like and there wasn't even a joke
Hey,
introduced or
that's love,
anything.
baby. That's
She just
love.
let it happen. Like and I was like, "What? Why is this happening?"
So did the mom too, the mean kid. She gets her head bit and she doesn't even react to it.
Yeah, but that was more like she wasn't expecting it. But like with Suzanne Snyder's character, like she just let him
They want to be
eat
together
her
forever.
brains. It's stupid.
Did any zombies stand out to you guys like as being the best? Because there's one
Uh,
that stood out to me as really like the highlight of the movie.
Worm
There was
zombie for me.
there were some cool ones.
The worm zombie? Which one's
Worm,
that?
the zombie that had like worms sticking
Oh,
out of her and they
okay.
were moving. I like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one a
yeah.
lot.
The Michael Jackson Thriller zombie comes to
So
my mind
random.
quickly at the end of the movie. It made me chuckle. But yeah, I wouldn't say any that really super stuck out to me as being memorable, like Tarman was in the first one. I mean, obviously, I don't think he looked great, but the zombie gets chopped in half and half his body's walking
Yeah.
around. I thought that was cool and it was really good practical effects.
That was my favorite one, honestly.
Mhm.
I thought
Yeah.
that scene stood out, and
Yeah.
it's almost the most serious part of the movie.
Yeah.
Like he's not a goofy zombie. He's
Hmm.
actually like trying to kill them, and even when he's cut in half, he's still going after them, and then he melts away. Like that's actually the most serious part of this movie, and I think it would have worked had they not gone the kind of the slapstick route.
Yeah.
Because like at one point, like a fucking workout video plays on the TV because they hit the remote, and all the zombies like stop to watch it.
Hmm.
What missed opportunity? That should have been Linnea Quigley's
Yeah.
workout video. That would have been so
True.
funny and like meta, you
Yep.
know.
Very.
But
Yeah.
anyway, but lost opportunity. And actually, speaking of the zombie, so I put the picture in the Discord, and I also shared it with you guys. There's a zombie. It's the last zombie you see before the last line is delivered by the severed head. It looks exactly like Billy Butcherson from Hocus Pocus, but this is released 5 years before Hocus Pocus.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the same hair, the same zombie makeup. It looks exactly like people in the Discord. I didn't put a context. I just sent a picture, like, yeah, it's Billy. I'm like,
It honestly wouldn't surprise me because, like, I'm sure whoever did the makeup were probably horror fans
fair.
for Hocus Pocus, so I wouldn't be surprised if they like modeled it after, Return of the Living Dead type zombie. It would make sense, especially with like, the ties to Mick Garris being in there, writing the screenplay and all that. It certainly would not shock me at all.
Research it. Maybe the same company did them both.
It
Maybe.
could be the
Yeah.
same makeup effects supervisor
Yeah,
or whatever,
right,
too,
yeah.
I have a
Mhm.
question, and maybe this is just a joke of the 80s, but he's like, since we're gonna be on a team, teams suck. Like the team sucks? Like his team sucks? Is that his like that's his like is he making fun of himself? Is he making fun of the boyfriend? Like what's he making fun of? I don't get it.
I don't even remember the line.
Well, it wasn't impactful then.
Wasn't impactful. Um,
I got a Todd gripe
oh, all
here.
right, let's hear it.
So in the hospital where people are at, okay, there's doctors, there's workers, there's innocent people walking around. There's a fucking unsecured steam vent that has so much heat it will melt your face off. Give me a fucking
Yes.
break.
They did that in Chucky too, from what I
Oh,
remember as
horseshit. That's what
well.
I'm calling
So
Um,
confirmed.
y-
Same special effects artist
Oh,
there
we
you
go.
go.
on this
Wow.
and Hocus
We
Pocus.
may have discovered this.
Broke
Wow.
it. You
We
broke
might-
it here.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's super
wild.
funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So like I think it's like 100% then. Like they
Oh, yeah,
definitely
It has to
modeled
be,
it.
right?
Yeah.
They might have
Yeah.
used the same fucking mold.
I bet you they
Wow.
did.
Yeah,
We're
They
gonna
made
have
they made like 100 masks. I watched the special.
We-
features.
I mean,
we
we might be-
happen to have contact.
I was gonna say
with
we
the
might be able to
Hocus
get we might be able to bring this up over the weekend and try to get confirmation from somebody like that worked on the movie. So we'll have to talk to some of the cast about that, and maybe they can put us in the right direction. I mean, they definitely talked to the director still, so maybe we could get in touch with the makeup guy for that because that would be pretty cool. Can we talk about the voice too for the severed
Oh,
head?
God,
Because
I hated that scene,
that was
man.
such an odd decision to make him like a redneck style zombie or whatever. I thought it was stupid. And like, man, like the first movie, you have that sort of that great scene with the one zombie where she's just talking about how she's in constant pain with the
It
brain and
hurts
stuff.
to be
And
dead.
and that scene is like creepy, like but also somewhat comedic, I guess at times. But it played off so well. Whereas this time, I felt like they tried to like recreate it with this, but instead they just went complete slapstick instead, and I did not like it at all.
Oh yeah, hated it.
Yeah.
Total mood killer.
Mhm.
Same. Absolutely hated it. The zombies talk way too much in this one.
Yeah. How'd you feel about the driving zombies?
It was
It
funny.
looked cool.
It looked cool, but it's so stupid. Like it's
Yeah.
so dumb that oh yeah, but it kind of fits, I guess, with this world because
Mhm.
they do all that ambulance stuff in the
Hmm.
first one, which we talked about in a review earlier this summer. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I mean, and once again, like, yeah, I mean, once again, like this movie being a remake, they do instead of send more, cops or whatever, now they do, they're testing him, asking him who the president was, and he says
Yeah.
Harry Truman or whatever. That was kind of funny. It was a funny little like throwaway scene line. Um, but yeah, man, I just don't know why it really this movie really is a head scratcher for me. Like, why not just take what made everything so good off the first one and try to do something different, but like make what the first one so successful, keep that formula, but instead like remake it, but make it more slapstick. Just yeah,
Yeah,
head
To
scratcher.
to
it
me,
sucked.
and we'll get to this soon. That's what three is.
Mm,
Now,
Mhm.
it's not as good as one, obviously,
Nah.
but I think they do something different that gives it its own like flair.
hmm.
So I think people usually remember one and three, and two is kind of the, you know,
Yeah. Plus
yeah,
Melinda, whatever, is a babe.
yeah, absolutely the main star of it.
Speaking of X-Files, we got Mitch Pileggi in
Oh,
here
Hmm.
we do. Yeah.
as a soldier. That's
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, the soldiers in this one
Mhm.
are a
Weird,
little
eh?
more, they're weird, like, but they're a little more involved,
Mhm.
I guess, in this one than they were in the first one. So you get a little more stories with them and stuff. But yeah, man, I just feel like there was no one to cling on to in this one. Like, I couldn't even cling on to the two characters they brought back just because, like, they didn't have the same, like teeth,
Likability.
like yeah, like ability. And yeah, the first one had so many. I feel like every character was likable in the first movie, and there in this one there wasn't one character like I clinged on to and like found any sort of interest or like anything in. So that was I think its biggest problem, and then all the slapstick and yeah, I mean there was the zombies coming out was a cool scene. There is some fun stuff here, but yeah, overall, I was b- severely disappointed, honestly.
Mhm. Man, we
Yeah.
kind of said it all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's really not much to this movie, unfortunately. It's not a deep
yeah.
movie. Do you think they just rehired the actors because they just like working with them and they're
It's a
like,
great question,
you
right?
know,
I don't
Like
know.
they're only brought those two back. Um, and why, I guess, is the question. Like, why wouldn't you bring back more? I guess.
Mhm.
Like, why bring back those two?
Why at all? Just make them completely different.
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously a reason they wanted to bring a couple back. Maybe it was for that one fucking
You
line
think?
where he's like, "This all seems really
Uh,
familiar," which was another like, that's this whole time. The whole time I was watching this movie, I'm like, "Oh, okay, so it's a prequel." And then they had different names. I'm like, wait, what? And then when they're like, oh, this all seems familiar, I'm like, oh, okay, like so we're gonna have that this was like maybe like a dream, and then they're gonna wake up and they're
yeah.
like in Return of the Living Dead, which actually I think would be cooler, even though I hate dream sequence movies, but at least like if they did something where it turned it around, and they wake up and all of the original cast is back and stuff, and like we kind of do like a ending like zombie sequence with that or something, that would have been pretty cool like in a good way to kind of connect the movies, but instead, no, nothing. It was just a throwaway joke line.
Yeah. Maybe recognition, but I don't know why because I don't think Return was that popular back then. So
Like, yeah, I know,
yeah.
right? Like, I don't think it was, and I mean, you could tell the budget, like, clearly wasn't ramped up for this one.
Yeah.
I mean, was this? I wonder. I'm curious if this was like a theater release or if it was like a direct to video,
Let's
like
find out.
80s movie. But
Mhm.
all right, well, Todd's looking that up. I think you want to just get into rating it, unless you guys have any more thoughts
No,
on this
that's
one.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you heard all my thoughts. First time watch for me, and just go and watch the original. Like, honestly, to me, it's not even worth like unless you're a completist, I wouldn't even bother with this one. I'm not gonna like. It's not something I really see myself revisiting anytime soon, if ever. Like, it's just like, why would I watch? this when I can just watch the original, and at least like if it was like a good continuation, but it's just not. It's just a remake essentially that does everything worse. So for me, it's a big miss, and I give it there. Like I said, there's some fun zombie moments. So I don't think it's a complete loss, but I give it a 2.5 out of 5.
All right. It made 9.2 million at the box office. Released
Okay.
January 1988.
January, ooh, January dumping ground movie, huh?
Yeah, so it says moderate success. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm a little bit higher than Joe. I did knock my score down while talking about it with you guys. Originally I had it at 3.5, but everything negative about it is absolutely 100% true. Um, and I like the zombies. The 80s just feels different, so that's got it going for it. But like I said, everything it tried to do was just not as good as the first one. It's hard to live up to that. But they really tried to, but they just kind of, tripped and fell a little bit. So I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 because I still enjoy it because it's a solid zombie movie.
Same as Todd for me, 3 out of 5, which is the same thing I gave it when I watched it 2, 3 years ago. Yeah, it's still a fun zombie movie. It's not one I would like pop in often or anything like that. Definitely not as often as the original Return of the Living Dead, but I enjoyed myself. It's not like I was bored, and it's more disappointing than bad, I think. Like I don't think it's a bad movie. I just think it's really disappointing
Okay.
considering what it's a sequel to. So 3 out of 5 is my final score.
Alrighty. And what do our friends over at Letterboxd have to say about this one? Um, let's see here, because I screwed up, ladies and gentlemen. I did. This is why no editing.
It's all right.
So
We're keeping it in.
we're
I'll
keeping it in.
talk. I'll mumble while you look it up. Steve, looking fly.
Our friends over
There
at
you go.
Letterboxd have to currently sitting at 2.8
Yeah,
out of 5
that
over
tracks.
on Letterboxd. So yeah, about that. But I'd agree about that.
Mhm.
All right. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this week's episode. Everyone listening for the first time, maybe from the Hocus Pocus weekend event, welcome. We hope you enjoyed, and we hope you can continue on listening and showing us support. If not, just follow us on our socials and get ready for next year's Hocus Pocus event, because we give all of the usually stuff before everyone else announces it. So you can do it that way too. But no, seriously, yeah, continue listening. We're always, updating, always reviewing new horror movies, old horror movies. We're kind of all over the map. So if you are listening for the first time, we thank you. Steve, what are we reviewing next week?
Well, 'tis the season, so over the next 4 weeks, we're doing 2 new horror movies and 3 older horror movies. But next week is a new horror movie that isn't even out yet as the time of this recording. It is coming out this weekend over on Shudder, and that is VHS Halloween. This kind of become an
cool.
almost annual tradition with us at this point to review the latest VHS film. We did skip one, which I did on another podcast, but it was a horrible one, so it didn't matter. But VHS Halloween, this perfect theme.
Yes.
I'm psyched. I'm looking forward to this one.
Can't start October any better than that, really. When's it releasing, Steve? Do you have a release
This
date?
weekend? So probably the day this episode comes
Friday?
out.
October
Shudder
2nd,
hasn't put out their official. They only put out their official schedule like the October 1st, so I can't
Okay.
confirm 100%. But I know it is coming out this weekend on Shudder.
Excellent. All right, so go and check out
Cool.
VHS Halloween, which is, I don't know, what, the 6th, 7th installment maybe, or something like that into the VHS franchise. Have we covered them all just about? Like,
No,
a
we only
lot of
covered
them. No?
2 or 3 of them actually.
Two or three of them? Okay.
Let's see. VHS.
Beyond,
we did 94.
85,
We only
94.
did 94 and 99.
Okay, 99.
We did Beyond, didn't we?
No, that's the one I did on another podcast.
Yeah, I think we may have covered a couple back in the Three Guys days too.
Very, very possible.
But all right, so get ready. Of course, the VHS anthology series. Get ready. Go check it out on Shudder for next week. In the meantime, you keep up with the podcast: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Threads. Just search the Horror Squad Podcast. You can email us anytime, the Horror Squad Podcast at gmail.com. But of course, the absolute best way to keep up the podcast is our Discord. Totally and completely free to join. An amazing community over there. You can find the link for that over on our Instagram, or you can send us a DM or an email. We'll get you a link to join that Discord. We have Movie Club every single month over there, hosted by Steve. theme for next month, Steve? You already got a plan?
So it won't be the last Friday of the month. It's going to be the one before that because the last Friday of the month is actually Halloween, October 31st. The theme is going to be Halloween, of course. We're going to do Ernest Scared Stupid.
Nice.
For sure. And then there's going to be a vote for the second one. So, yeah, that's based off when we did Killer Clowns. I was telling everyone that the Killer Clowns get recycled into the trolls for Ernest Scared Stupid. So a lot of people had never seen it. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just pick it straight up and then we'll vote for the other one, which join our Discord and that vote should come like mid-ish October.
Excellent. Did we cover Ernest Scared Stupid on this podcast? We did. All right. Awesome. So go back and listen if you want to hear our review for Ernest Scared Stupid.
402 episodes. We reviewed a lot of stuff. You're finding out.
Yeah, I believe we did that on a Halloween spectacular episode, so you can go back and listen if you would like to hear our review for Ernest Scared Stupid. But yeah, once again, our Discord, it's all linked. Send us a DM or whatever. A ton of other channels to sift through, and you can talk horror with your fellow horror fans and listeners. Also, don't forget tpublic.com merch. We have a new design coming on November 1st, but currently we have a few designs to pick from. Some new stuff coming out. Hats have recently been released as far as and shorts as well. So yeah, there's always TeePublic always adding new stuff that we don't even know about. So head on over. That's linked also on our Instagram as well. Also, if you haven't already, leave us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. That helps us greatly. Or just spread the word, spread the love, let people know about the Horror Squad podcast. So that's it, folks. We'll see you next week for VHS Halloween. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.